an IT woman for old people. That'd be interesting. Yum dum da 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 dum. Yum dum da 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 dum dum dum. Yum dum 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 da dum da da dum dum. Oopsie daisy. Yum dum da 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 dum 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 da 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 dum dum dum. Yid. I'll just leave it. Yeah, I'll just leave it actually. I was gonna change the thumbnail, but it was like, I do not care. Oh wait, no, I need that open. I actually kind of like it. Yum dum da da dum 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 da da da. Oh, I must have went live for like 1 millisecond when I was on my phone. Oh, great. Join me, brothers. Eh? I make one post about femsplaining, and now I got like so much attention. I don't know if anyone's here. If anyone's here, welcome. Welcome. I don't think anyone's here. People don't usually come this early. There we go. Got everything all straightened up. Yes, I should have gotten it straightened up before, but that would have been easy. Yeah, no one's here anyway. I got this stupid thing here. Let's use it. I'll only start charging it if it gets low. There's my headphone jack. And let's see. I'm not sure if I'll be streaming as... Okay, I can take off this now. Screen cover. And we got a live one, folks. I got all this music here, and I don't want to use it because it's just like, I don't want to deal with the claim, but at the same time, I mean, like, it is here, and it's not like the music gets me copyrighted. It's just the claim. Well, one actually did give me more of a cop. It was a little bit of a deeper type of claim because it wasn't Amelie's music. I forgot that detail. It wasn't Amelie's music. It was Mori Calliope's music. Anyway, I'm just gonna start working on this now. No one's here at the moment, so I think we're all Gucci. Oh, noticing some blank spots. Okay. Now, let's get into it. Oh, I was just talking about blank spots and I missed that obvious. Oh wait, those are labeled. I was like, what? I thought it labeled those. I was gonna label this stream behind the scenes, but I then realized, I was gonna just abbreviate it, but then I realized, that abbreviated is BTS, so I don't want people to get the wrong idea. I think if I remember correctly, a whole bunch of, BTS stans were angry about that. I forget, did let's see. I learned some new shortcuts. And stuff, so I'm thinking maybe I should. There's a reason why Misato always wears this necklace, but that is spoilers. Really does stand out on this outfit. Yeah, I probably should actually incorporate that. That's actually a useful view. Let's see. Okay, let's not use. Let's stick with the stuff we know. Ah! Too far over. Deselect. Twink, 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 twink. And I noticed that. No, no. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I probably should put that over there. So, makes it more consistent. There we go. I've just like copy and pasted because I don't want to draw it again, but can't do that because the details are wrong on it. Jesus. I gotta figure out, I gotta remember what her hair was like. Revolution in full color. I just realized that. Okay, let's get it. Oh, hello! Yeah, I'm here. It's just that no one else is here, so I was like, I don't need to talk. Hello! Oh, Raskers! Ugh. Got the yawnies and the sleepies. Today I am working on Revolution in full color reference sheets. Yep. It is still 6 a.m. where I am, actually. I'm gonna try to get as much done as possible. I'm not sure if it will help you on stream though, because right now, my mom is in cataract surgery, and so she had to wake up super early to do that. So hopefully it's all going well. I'm praying to God that all pans out nicely. I'm believing it will. My dad actually had cataract surgery just a few weeks ago, and it went well. So I'm hoping my mommy's is the same, and outside of that, oh, well, because that she might be coming home early, and if they do, then they'll be down here. That's part of the reason why I stream the way I do, is because I do it at times. My family won't be in the main part of the house because my office space, so to speak, is in secondary quarters off the wing of the main part of the house. I know I'm making it sound way more fancier than it is, but it's not. But anyway, because of that, you can hear everyone in the kitchen, and sometimes they don't know how to be quiet, or they say stuff that's personal, so it's just like, I don't stream when they're around. Anyway, I hope you are doing well. My brain is fried 6 ways to Sunday. Has been pretty much since last week. I got horrible night's sleeps, and I have been getting finally better night's sleeps, but it's just my brain still feels fried. I was so tired yesterday. I couldn't believe myself. Plus, there's just been a lot of things going on in my personal life. I think it's just all kind of made me exhausted. I want a vacation. I want a vacation so bad. But I'm probably not gonna get one. Yeah. Well, obviously, it's like, I'm not demanding that they be quiet. I'm just like, oh yeah, I understand, okay. Although, sometimes you have heard my family members in the background. If I had to describe Misato's hair as one thing, it would be strips of paper. I'm not sure if I end up going for that just because just because I like hair that looks like strips of paper, or if it's because I was actually putting enough forethought into it to really like, oh, ink, that paper, it all fits. Apparently YouTube doesn't like it when I talk about when I have to bring my sister for school. Oh. Nora was like, first thing in the morning, because he took my mom to her surgery, and he was like, missing link is canceled, and I'm like, wait, what's that again? This is too early for me to know what that is in the morning. I'm pretty sure it's hurts. I should probably answer him. He's texted me several times through Discord, and I haven't answered him. Oh, okay. Well, I hope that goes well for you. Yeah, I think I let people on Twitter know, too. There we go. Yeah, I'm actually gonna get rid of that, and that, and that, and that. The Twitter, yes. I'm sorry, Monsieur Musk. I know you want people to call it X. I don't. It's not out of spite. Like some people saying, I'm not calling it out X because it will always be Twitter and I hate Musk. And I'm just like, I mean, I don't really like him, but at the same time, it's like, I don't dislike him enough to be like, oh, I'm not going to call your platform that because it's just like, nah, it's Twitter. It's colloquially always Twitter, and people always call it that. The only people who I know who don't are companies that are obligated to call it, X because, they, don't want to give people the instructions to a place that doesn't exist. It is kind of funny, though, because so many people didn't want to acknowledge it. And then he changed it to X, and, like, like, that was, it was funny. It was definitely funny. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, nobody's a real person calls it that. In fact, some platforms still haven't even changed. Like I said, only the really big ones. The whole Twitter Elon thing was so funny. Was how much, yeah. Yes, it was. And what I think what's really funny is the fact that some people still think that. Like, they still complain, they still do that, and I'm just like, okay, cool. But then they're like, I'm just like, why are you here then? Why are you still on Twitter if you hate it so much? And it's because they know that that's where everybody is. Like, some people literally shout on Twitter that, I've got a blue sky and it doesn't matter, blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, then why are you on Blue Sky? Why aren't you on Blue Sky telling people that? Why are you on Twitter? It's like, I don't think you've kind of thought this through. Too thick. They then created Blue Sky, which was so bad. They pretty much all left. Yeah. I mean, there are people on Blue Sky, just like, not as much as they hoped, I think. Not as much as they hoped. And like I said, that's not to say that Twitter's perfect. I mean, it never was. And it never will be. That's why I don't have it on my cell phone anymore. Which was the smartest move I ever made. Click, 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 click. Hi, Rusty. Glad to see you here. I need to make everything else appear. I made everything disappear, but I'm like, I need everything to be seen. I was hoping I could just go on straight to the coloring page, but no. I like an idiot, I forgot this part of the drawing existed. So here I am, line arting once again. Isn't Blue Sky just like Twitter back when it was owned by Jack Doherty? Yeah. I don't know. I would have imagined. I'm not on it. Oh, here's something funny. Okay, I actually want to show this off. I do not use AI for the most part, but once in a while I will go on it and ask them stupid questions. Just because I wanted to see, okay, what's this, what's that. So, and sometimes it can come in handy, but for the most part I do not use it, but I do ask silly questions, and this is what I got. So, okay, Gemini, what's the information do you have about me? Merisu the sheep, aka Merisu the art sheep, forgot the space, just from my post and YouTube videos. Give me all the information. And then basically it's saying all the things, and this is all the data that Gemini was able to gather. One thing that's funny though is it says I've got a Blue Sky, and the link that it provides, I know who that is. That's my friend. So maybe they put my name in it or something, but it's like, I can't view it because I can only view it if I got a Blue Sky. Yeah, so the account requested, which makes sense. But I know it's my friend. So that's just funny. It says, you're an artist, blah, 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 and it's like, most of this information is like this public stuff that you can get on my YouTube. I use that. It says, according to public information shared, my birthday is October 18th, 1997. And it's like, yep, that's alright. It's alright. It even says people have collaborated on. Like, it says my art, being featured in, another person's video. And it's just like, that's funny. It is funny. But it doesn't really know much in the way. So then, I asked, well, I did ask. Let me see if I can pull it up. I asked the one on Twitter. Yeah, here it is. And this is all the information I was able to give on me. And it's a lot more detailed on Twitter, except for one silly thing that they don't got. And this is the most funniest thing. They don't got my birthday. And here's what's funny about that. My birthday is right there on my Twitter page. It says it right there, October 18th, 1997. But it says right around here, somewhere, that no specific details about your location, age, or ever personal identifiers are explicitly mentioned in the available source. And it's using DeviantArt as a source. Like, there are several links to my DeviantArt. Google was able to get my age from my DeviantArt, but Crow couldn't. But yet it knows a lot more. Like, it actually, like, for your profile includes fan art of Genshin Impact, Sword Online, Fruits Basket, and even links to those drawings. For, Fate Grand Order, Vocaloid, links to some pretty old ones too. Like, that's an old picture. I made that in 2018. And it's like, you know, you participated in a art challenge, you draw in your style, you created, as of 2023, you've been on 8 years of YouTube, which everyone seems to know that. It's like, I've actually been on YouTube since 9 years. It's 9 years. I mean, they said as of 2023, which is correct, and 2023 I was 8 years. But there's 2024 in between that. And it's like, that. This is the part that really gets me. It says, interest and inspirations. Fan of Evangelion. Well, I wouldn't say I'm a fan, although I did use it as inspiration for Misato. Fruits Basket, Persona, Sword Online, and Genshin Impact. I'm gonna die with Grog thinking that I'm a fan of Sword Online and Genshin Impact. I do like the movie of Sword Online, but I would not qualify myself as a fan. So that was just funny. That was so funny, and I couldn't wait to show people that. Because it's just like, how do you not have my birthday information? It's on my Twitter page and it's public. I mean, it's not public on my YouTube page. It is on there because I typed in my age when I was setting up my Google account, obviously. But it's not on my public information. But Google was still able to figure it out. But Google didn't go anything really into what my interests were and stuff like that. Maybe it was just trying to be less creepy. I think because Google kind of got in trouble was that whole entire draw me George Washington and it drew a black man. Google tries to stay out of controversies now with its AI. But because of that, I think its results are funny. I did the same thing that I did on me. I did it on a YouTuber. I forget which YouTuber I picked. I think it was Asmongold. I just picked a really big one who is really popular, and it didn't give me any information that wasn't known, and it wasn't even like any like lesser known information. Like I'm not a watcher of him, but I knew the information that was given to me for the most part. Nothing against the Roach King. I don't watch him. I don't watch any streamer. Like there are several VTubers that pique my interest, but I don't watch them because I don't watch anybody stream. I only watch 2 streams. Riot Kitty Cafe by Riot Kitty. And Friday Night Tights by Neurotic. And I don't even watch that all the time. I just watch it sometimes. So those are the only streams I really watch live. Oh, that is not true. That is not true. I watch Legal Mindset live. Not all the time, but sometime. And occasionally, like, once I watched, Literary Devil. I want to watch the YouTuber Gothic Therapy more live, but, they always stream right when I'm watching TV tonight with my brother. I only told my age and stuff to my friends on Discord. I don't feel comfortable with the fact that you're older than me and I have more adult sense of humor. Well, my internet just died on the phone. I gotta go. Ciao, ciao! To be fair, my humor is still, like, very in the way that it is. But it is a little bit more, like, I try to make sure that I'm actually not that different from how I am in real life, and to be honest, I'm not. I might be a little bit more awkward in real life, just because it's talking to real people. But, for the most part, I think I'm mostly the same. The only, like, if you were to meet me on the streets in public, it would probably be very similar to how I am right here. Just a little bit more awkward and less comfortable. But outside of that, I probably would talk the same. Like, you wouldn't really notice the difference. The only time I get really different is if I'm talking with Nora Vanguard. Which you can't see that personality pop out anytime Nora bugs into my streams. That's when my humor gets a little bit more darker. Oh, I only switched my phone. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, thank you for staying around. But, yeah. I made a joke. I'm not sure who saw it because I know Nora showed it to somebody, but I made a joke about Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal last night. It's not stream appropriate, though. It's not stream appropriate. But, I guess I'll give the censor version of it. So, he was watching Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal because we've been both in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Craze again. And so, he was saying, why does Don Fowles have a card that's that powerful? Why doesn't he just have a... At that rate, he might as well have a card that says gun that allows you to shoot the opponent. So I said, Don Fowles was on that Sigma male grind set. And he fought the more zeros he had behind him, the more alpha he'd be. But in reality, he was just the floop. And he got beaten by a glowworm, a jackass, a shark, and a dead mouse. And he lost because he was a floop. If you're wondering what the dead mouse is, it's Kaito. For some reason, Kaito Tenjo from Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal looks like a mouse to me. I think it's because it was the long nose. It looks squeaky. I will be back in 1 second. I just realized I need a little substance in my tum-tum. I'm kind of getting a little nauseated from all this talking on an empty stomach. Oops, sorry, Twinker. Okay, I would have said I returned was a piece of cheese. But you only have one person here and he wasn't willing. Then, like, the stream to go up. But, I would have said I came back was a piece of cheese, but I already ate it. Yeah, for some reason I get really nauseated in the morning, and, for the most part, I don't notice it because I, don't talk much in the morning. But if I'm talking a lot in the morning, then I will notice it. It's not all the time. I have severe nausea. But yeah, anytime I meet someone on the internet, going back to what we were talking about earlier, anytime I meet someone on the internet, I just kind of assume that I am older than them or I'm younger than them. Now, that might seem like the only option, but I've never met someone who's the same age as me. Never. Everyone's, like, anyone who comes remotely close, it's like they're born in 96 or 99. And it's just like, no one's ever my exact age. Like, I remember when I met my best friend online, and I thought I was older than her at first, because of the kind of way that she, was, because her voice sounded, pretty young. But then I found out she's older than me. She's actually older than my older sister. So I'm like, oh. And then I met some other friends, and they were younger than me. Well, I've never been one for believing in magic, but if there was anything that was true, it would be that. At least for me. So, my character, Kyla, is very obsessed with cheese. She loves cheese. It's her favorite food. My character, Misato, she hates cheese. She thinks it's disgusting. She hates it so much she will not even order cheese on her pizza. My friend, he's 30. He sounds fresh into high school. Yeah. Sometimes it do be that way. Not so that, I mean, it depends on you guys. Some people say 97 is at the very end of millennial, and some people say 97 is at the beginning of Zoomer. I'm hoping it's like millennial. But whatever, it doesn't matter, because it's not like I grew up in the stage of millennial. But point being is, Zoomer, we be aging faster than everybody. Someone I knew was once in denial that they were millennial. And I'm like, well, if you're not a millennial, what do you think you are? Because you're definitely not a Zoomer. I think they thought they were probably Gen X. But it's like, no, you are nowhere near. I mean, like I said, with me, there's some ambiguity. Same thing with my, mom. My mom's at the, like, end of baby boomer. So it's like, it's kind of like, a little bit. I saw that race. I saw that, Roz. YouTube held it for review, but I saw it. '97 is the starting age of cougars and MILFs, the predatory woman that would rather complain about Martha. Yep, there we go. Wait, do you mean the year 97 or do you mean the age 97? Because if so, I resent that fact. Oh, YouTube always hides. I don't know about what happened earlier with you because I didn't see anything. But this one I did see. It just said it was held for review. YouTube always holds ones that have like a profane word in it for review. Almost not all the time, but most of the time. I try to keep it. There we go. I think that's good enough. Now let's... Actually, wait, no. Are you calling me a cougar? Not that old, am I? Okay, I'm 28. That's what I just... That's why I find it funny that some people are saying, Rachel Zegler's just a kid. It's like, she's not that much younger than me. I mean, she is. But I mean, like, she was already 20. She's already an adult when she started doing all this stuff. I hate as coming from someone who's very immature, and I will admit that, I'm very immature, and I can be very emotional at times. I have no problem with admitting that. But coming from someone who is that, I can safely say I hate the deflection when people say, I'm just a kid, and it's like, you are 20 plus. You're not a child. I don't get to be a child anymore. Neither do you. I had to grow up. So do you. It's called life, sister. Take responsibility for your own crap actions. One of my favorite quotes, I don't think I can quote it by... 1 second. I gotta get attention to the doggos. They be knocking on the door. Doggos have knocked on the door, let them out, and then they just stand there waiting for the petsos. They just want pets. And I'm like, great. But anyway, what I was saying is that one of my... I mean this with no irony. Like, I'm not saying this just to be edgy. But, it totally comes off that way when I say it. One of my favorite quotes is from a serial killer. Jeffrey Dahmer's. Who we all know was a very wicked man. He didn't allegedly come to Christ in prison. Which, you never know with those things. You never know, because sometimes people do it for attention. Like in the case of Ted Bundy. I can never say never, but like some people were saying that he got saved in prison. I just don't believe that, really. But at the same time, I would never judge, because I do not know. That only God does. But I can notice the difference, like, with Dahmer. But even then, I still don't know. But that said, I still like the quote that he gave. of where, I can't remember it by hand, but it was something on the lines of, in the end, those are all just excuses for my actions. I didn't want to be accountable to anybody, but I realized there comes the point in time where everyone is accountable for their own actions, and you just can't go around making excuses. And I like that quote because even if Jeffrey Dahmer was talking out of his butt, it's still true, and it applies to him too, and everybody else. There is no excuse. Once you reach a certain age, there is no excuse for your stupid actions, and you must be held accountable. The moment I start talking about God, Amazing Grace is playing. My goodness. My goodness. What? God, is there something you want me to know? Are you sending me a sign, God? I joke, but at the same time, it is serious. It is funny. It's kind of beautiful, though. I'm talking about a serial killer accepting Christ into his heart. And then Amazing Grace starts playing. Like I said, I know a lot of people do fake confessions and such just for the attention. Even before the internet, people did that. Just because they people drop their guard down because people want to see that. Christians want to see people who are bad come to faith. But I think the thing that I get annoyed by is like that one OF girl. I don't know if she did or didn't. Like I said, I'm not gonna judge, but it's just like, there were a lot of people on the internet just saying that she couldn't because of her past, and it's like, okay, I don't know if she did or didn't, but that's just because of her choice. That's not because she can't. I mean, I believe that God can save anyone. It's just a matter, God can save anyone. It is just a matter of your will. That is what I believe. Misato has very thick eyebrows. I don't know why I gave her thick eyebrows. I think it's because Misato Katsuragi was on my mind, and there are some images with her with some pretty thick eyebrows. And it actually kind of looks nice, to be honest. Like, obviously, if they're done wrong, they look like Bushman eyebrows. It just looks weird, but in illustrations, sometimes it does look nice. Oh no. Jeffrey Dahmer, the man that control wisdom into you like no ever. Oh my goodness. No. See ya. Thank you so much for stopping by. Talk Queen's English, Rusty. None of this see ya. Wait, what? I hate it when you have to do, when you download music that's like free and it's like copyright claim free, but then you have to put in all this information and stuff, and it's just like, and then like I can understand it, like if it's a song that they made themselves. Like there's this one artist, Nefex. And it's like, if he put some like qualifiers on there, like I can understand that he made the song himself, and some of the songs are pretty good. So it's like that makes sense. But if it's like Claire de Lune, I'm sorry, it's not worth it. I'll go look somewhere else. There we go. Now for the coloring. It took me this long just to make this stupid crappy line art. Oh man, and I was just supposed to go straight to the coloring. Why? I don't listen to AI songs aside from Austin Painter's covers. Oh, I'm not talking about AI songs. I'm just talking about public domain songs. Yeah. The only type of AI songs I listen to are the ones that are really funny. Like there's this one, Gangster's Paradise by Frank Sinatra. It's AI. And that's funny. That is funny. So I listen to a few of them like that. I actually have listened to parodies of Gangster's Paradise more than I have Gangster's Paradise. Like when I want to listen to the actual lyric songs, I listen to Frank Sinatra AI one, not the original. Coolio probably thinking that's exactly what I made it for. There we go. One of these days, I'm gonna figure out how to use this stupid fill button. Oh. I'm gonna label that shirt. Oops, wrong color. How'd I grab that color? Twink, twink, twink. That's one reason why I get all of my music from the YouTube audio library, because it's just like, I can get it there, and for the most part I don't have to worry. I might have to credit the artist for some of them, but I even avoid those songs just because it's like, I want my process to be as simple as possible, simple and as stress-free as possible. That's one reason why I also don't use any of Mama Lee's music anymore, even though she does allow that, as long as you're not making money off of it, which I don't. The channel's too small to be monetized. But it's like, I just don't like, I get, get low tier anxiety when I see it. It's not anxiety. I don't get nervous. If the world does not blow up, I will actually have been on YouTube for 10 years. And if I remember correctly, how many videos do I got? Oh, I just went up in a subscriber. Cool, thank you, whoever you are. Okay, it doesn't say. I'll have to check later. I don't know how many videos I've done on YouTube. I know how many speed paints I've done, because I keep track of those. In fact, I can find out right now. But I'm not sure how many YouTube... Not all my videos were speed paints, obviously. Screenshots. Oh, not screenshots. Oosh. That's the reason why my brain's fried. So the title to this is, my brain is fried, and it has been fried all week. Well, all last week, too. Because of lack of sleep and other stuff. But, oh, what is it? Oh, YouTube, yeah. Yeah, 228. So 228, 258. I need to do more speed paints. I should come up with one soon. I do have some plans, but it's just like, I haven't gotten to any of them because my brain's been fried. But anyway, the reason why my brain is fried, the one reason why I'm blaming it is because I was stupid and I watched Devil May Netflix. So I'm blaming it on that, and I'm going to sue Adi Shankar for frying my brain. For someone who has no knowledge in Devil May Cry whatsoever, I did see the 2007 anime. A friend, Wads, asked, I'm sure you know who he is, asked me if I wanted to watch it with him. I said yes. But when I did see the Netflix one, I had only seen up to episode 7. I had not yet finished it. So the information that I had on Devil May Cry was very little. And as someone who knew, like, very little of it, I can safely say I didn't enjoy it. Like, at all. I don't know how this... You noticed the subscribe count 10 minutes ago. You didn't notice me messing with the like button. I see how it is. Sorry. Well, I'm not on the actual stream video, so I don't know what you're doing. Oh, I gotta watch the 07 anime, not watching the Netflix slop. You know what was most annoying? So when I was hearing all of Mary's clips, I was thinking, okay, maybe the show's gonna be loaded with profanity. And it does have it, but it's almost all Mary. Like, what the flying flip? Why are you... It's like, you know why they're doing it. They're doing it because they think it makes her look tough, but it's like... It doesn't make her look tough. It makes her look annoying. It makes her look as annoying as all get out. She looks like... You know how they'll always say, oh, it's just an insecure man compensating. It's like, no, that's what you look like. I always remember that one line from Lego Ninjago, and I agree with it so much. You really shouldn't cuss. It just shows poor verbal skills. I always remember that line. And yes, I do agree. Profanity does show poor verbal skills. not saying I've never done it. I have. But I'll be the first one to say that when I've done it, I am not using proper verbal skills at all. It just shows a lack of control and elegance and decency, and just like, again, I'm not expecting... No, I get how people work. People say a lot of profanity, but it's just like... I feel like people in a professional place should try to not do it all the time. And the fact that no one else was really doing it, like, incessantly like she was, just kind of proves my point. Now maybe Adi Shankar was playing, like, 4D chess, and that is actually what he was going for. The fact that Mary isn't mature. I doubt that. But I don't think she actually curses in DMC free. I see your message before that. Marion doesn't freaking curse. You at least not that. Yeah. Yes, that's what I mean though. Poor verbal skills. Wait, what? Don't you just love it when you've done something on the wrong, stupid, crappy layer? Now I gotta figure it out. Damn it. But no, yeah. No, I know. I finished DMC 2007, and yeah, Mary does not do that at all. So I think she did it several times, but not like that. Because like I said, it just shows a lack of immaturity. And yeah, everyone does it these days, but to me that just means everyone's immature. Oh. And it's like, nothing you're going to do is going to change my mind on that. I just like, I feel like you're an idiot for doing that. It doesn't and for all that are but like I said, I do think that there were some moments where he tried to work on Mary's character, like where there's things like, okay, it does make sense of the logic of why she's doing them, but it's like, she's still a jerk about it. It's like, you're a very unpleasant woman. And when people say, well, why do you just hold the women up to that standard? Why the women always gotta be pleasant? Blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, if the guy was acting like this, I'd... Man, every stream I want to watch is the one. Every time I want to watch a stream, it's... but, anyway, but it's no, every, but every time, like, people think, oh, you're just holding women up to a standard that you don't hold up men. It's like, no, actually, I'm holding, yes, you're right, I'm actually holding women, I'm actually letting women get away with more. Because if a man act that way, I'd just kick him. I'd really lose my temper fast. But it's like, it's a woman, it's like, you get one chance. Oh, no, you're not, so I'll kick you anyway. Because it's like, you're just acting immature. I don't know why. And the one thing I would say though is I'm gonna get a little hypocritical, I know, when Revolution Full Color comes out, because Misato does kind of have a mouth on her at the beginning. But again, that's because she's not very mature. It's a sign of her immaturity. People who are in positions of professionalism, I do not believe, should be to that level. They should control themselves. I mean, it's one thing if you're joking around with your friends, but it's another thing if it's just like every 5 seconds when you're having a normal conversation with just an ordinary person on your, or talking business. It's like when she's talking with Dante, it's like, could you just stop it for 5 seconds? It's like, you're not showing me you're tough, you're showing me that you're a little, just that. Actually, I don't think anyone uses curses except for in the reboot, up till 5. Go to hell doesn't count. When, yeah, obviously, I would agree with that. Everything I hear about the Netflix infuriates me, ladies, is actually mature and free. She's the one that makes not take it. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I know that a lot of people like her. Some people find her mildly annoying, but she wasn't to the degree that she was. And it's like, honestly, I think the biggest problem though was just how boring it was. The pacing had to have been some of the worst schlop I've ever seen. And it's like, we used to have an art for this, because these episodes are slightly longer. I mean, granted, the credits are pretty long too, so I gotta take into account for that. But I think they're like a little bit longer than an average anime episode. Which, by the way, this is an anime. I don't care what you say. It's not an anime. It's not an anime. It's not an anime. It's like, it's just like, I'm trying to think of what I was saying. I lost my train of thought. Oh, darn it. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. We used to have, like, the episodes are a little bit longer. I just remembered. I literally lost my train of thought mid-sentence. My brain just fried. But it's like, they literally, are a little bit longer. And it's just like, I know shows that have done the same stuff. Like, if I was going to do a review, I would actually name it. But the show wasn't worth my time for a review. But it's just like, I know shows that have done this better. They like, we used to have there is an art to proficiency. And it died on the altar of progressivism, apparently. And it's like, it died right next to Little Kariba's humor. I just laugh at that man now. He's so pathetic. And I don't mean to, like, but it's just like, he's basically on his grand apology tour where he's got to prostate himself for all the jokes that he made in the past. It's like, oh, that's not funny. It's like, one person said, like, the left side was always supposed to be the side of, like, you know, I forget what it was, but it was like free speech and never stuff. It's like, I haven't associated them, but I got problems with the other side too, don't get me wrong. I'm an independent bro, but just like the fact that you guys like to pretend like so many twat waffles like to pretend that they're so much better. iDubbbz learning empathy at the ripe old age of 72. Just like, okay, whatever, man. I knew not to even bother with the show when Agni and Ruda still had their heads. Kyrie, maybe Lucia, is a bad game. Trish and Lady are a dynamic duo in both 4 and 5. I don't know who the Agni and Rudia are. I'm guessing those were demons in the show? I don't know. Like I said, I just watched those 2 shows and nothing else. And even then, it's like not like I know much, because I know that Rabbit's backstory is completely different. Rabbit's backstory is completely different in the game. Okay, now I'm finally done. Oh wait, no, I'm not. I'm not. I thought I was done with the color, with the base coloring. I was thinking I would spend this entire stream just doing actual coloring, but no, I'm not. It's probably for the better, both. I got a lot of things to do today, art-wise, and I'm hoping that I can get it all done. Unless the plane trips didn't happen. I don't know. Oh, I didn't even remember the red and blue. Okay. Okay, that's what I actually honestly thought, but I wasn't sure. I wasn't 100%. Yeah. So I'm guessing they're... I know that in the game, because I saw the YouTuber Gundam's review, and so I know in the game they are a little bit comical, but they're also... They kind of remind me of actually the brothers from, the serial killer brothers from Fullmetal Alchemist. So you watch the show. Does Dante ever tell? I don't think they're in the show. Man, Watts told me when the show takes place. I think it takes place. I think the show takes place in darn it. I don't remember. I think he said after 2. Okay, he said 2's a prequel, isn't it? Right? So, if 2's a prequel and or is it 3's a prequel? Which one's a prequel? I gotta look that up. Which Devil May Cry game is a prequel? Free. Okay, free. So it takes place before Free, and it takes place before Free and 1. No, it takes place after Free and 1, but it takes place before 2. So I've been told. So it takes place right between those. Again, I could be wrong. Could be wrong. That's just the information that I'm going off of. If I was given false information, I apologize. Netflix and drawn today. Yep, I'm right, kitty. I am working on a reference sheet because my brain is fried. I haven't worked on anything of Revolution Full Color Chapter 2. I'm still on page 1. And it's been very slow potatoes because my brain is fried, and I blame Netflix because I watched the Devil May Cry show, and it apparently made me dumb. Now, that isn't it. I've been getting horrible night's sleeps and stuff, and there's also been life stuff. It's just, like, fun. So I've just lost all energy. Like, I don't have, like, I have plenty of things I want to draw. I haven't even done speed paints, and it's just like, oh, whatever. I still can't actually remember what color Misato's eyes are. Like, I still get them slightly mixed up, and I have to look at them. Just want to make sure that that is right. Let's just say it's not canon because the information is factually incorrect. Then again, everything is that show is incorrect. Just play the games. The games are good. I suck at games though. I can't even play Final Fantasy 13. Yep. I'm not sure 100% how long I'll be going because I said earlier, I'm not sure who was here for that, but earlier my mom went to cataract surgery early in the morning. Hopefully it's all going well. But they will be home in, I don't know when, but when they do start coming home, I'll have to quit. Because then the house will be loaded with people. And I will not be able to. But I am planning on, I would probably live stream again tomorrow. I don't want to say indefinitely, like guaranteed, but I will probably be live tomorrow as well. Tomorrow will actually probably be a good day to do it. So yeah, this is her reference sheet for when she's disguised, because if you haven't guessed, Misato's kind of got a very noticeable appearance. And sometimes she doesn't want to always look like that. So this is what she looks like when she's in disguise. And yeah, I'm really happy with it. I actually changed it up a little bit. This is what the outfit originally looked like. But yeah, that's the old one. It's not that different, but it's just enough. I got rid of this kind of hat because I liked this hat. Well, I actually really did like this hat. Don't get me wrong, I actually did love it. But I wanted to put cat ears on it, and I figured the cat ears would look more normal on this kind of style of hat than this kind of style of hat. Okay. DMC 1 is pretty bare bones. 2 is easy. It's why it's so heavily mocked. 3 gets good. 4 is pretty tame, and 5 is pretty good. I think Nora owns them. But yeah, I'm just not a serious gamer though. I'm not. But I mean, and I got a lot of games to play. I got Batman. The sombrero hat is better. Don't tell me that. I like the sombrero hat too, but I already drew her in this hat. So we're just sticking with that. Misato loves cat ears, if anyone hasn't been able to guess that. Okay. Raster size. Actually, no. I'm gonna mask instead. I'm gonna treat this like the COVID-19. We'll mask up. That is the solution, folks. And there we go. Got a little bit in the corners. Anyway. Alright, Kitty, if you're still here, I hope you are doing well. Let's see. There we go. There we go. And then one more time. And there we go. Now I'm not sure if I'll keep the mask on or if I'll merge it to the layer. Mostly I'm not 100% sure because I'm not sure if I'm going to adjust it later on. But yay, at least I finished that part off. Was hoping I could have been just going straight to the whatever. It doesn't matter. We just have to move past that. We move past it. Oh. I spit. Give the one character's top hat and put cat ears or ram horns on it. Of top hat. Tell her the top hat stuff. It'd be funny. Mentioning the top. No, none of my characters. Well, none of those characters will have top hats. I'm sorry. Let's see. I'm thinking if there's anything else. I don't think so. So I think I'm just gonna go into the coloring. So let's observe the line art. Let's make this disappear. No top hat. No top hat. Let's see. And let us bring out the real reference. Nope. Nope. No bowler hats. I don't think there's any bowler hats. There might be one bowler hat actually, but again, it's not going to be worn by any of the main characters. I have never even remotely been anywhere close to the vicinity of an event where a man would wear a top hat. What about those visor hats you seen being worn by 90s boy bands? I think I know which ones you're talking about. Maybe I'll throw one in there just for you. Okay, time to get coloring. Michael Jackson fedora. I don't know. Like I said. Oh wait, there would actually be a fedora. Yes, there's a pop idol in it, and he would wear a fedora. He wears a fedora when he performs. And I just realized after you said that is kind of what Michael Jackson wore. So yeah. Next Monday, I'm gonna go RiFC Kimetsu no Yaiba, Mugen Train and Feeders. Can't wait to see it. Mainly because they're going to play a preview clip of Infinity Castle. Of course, there's the fedora. I actually like fedoras as a hat. I'm not sure what they mean culturally. I got my ideas. Okay, be honest, folks. If you didn't know it, would you know it? Does Misato look like... Does this girl look like this girl? I mean, yes, they are the same, but would you be able to tell? If not. Because I was originally going to keep it a secret. I was actually just going to open chapter 2 with, people not knowing who this character is. But then I, took too long to bring it out. Fedoras instantly gives 10 aura. I'm trying to draw a gift for someone. Oh, how cute! Fedoras instantly give 10 aura points for me. Yeah. I've been so lazy with gift drawing. This is just gonna be one of those years. I can tell. I'm hoping it's not. Let's see. Originally, her hair, she reminds me of Handler from Spy X Family. Her design like this actually is inspired, which is why she originally had this. It's not off of Handler though. It is her. This character from Carpet Vanguard. I really did like her design. And Misato's originally supposed to have red hair when she's like this, but it slowly started becoming pink. Kind of a magenta, because I couldn't get away with it. Give her birthmark if you want it to make it apparent. No, it's not supposed to be a hair. It's not supposed to be apparent. It's not supposed to be obvious that it's her. Oh, I think this is the original music that I used for the first drop of chapter 1. There we go. Oh, that's why my dog's going crazy. My brother's up. A lot of people actually liked my mini review that I did of Devil May Cry on Twitter. The pink highlights inner clothing the red that makes pink pop out a little bit more. One thing that I think is funny is that red actually is my favorite hair color, especially when it's a bright fictional red. The reason why is because of the Little Mermaid. I've always wanted my hair red because of that. And despite my love for the red hair, I mean, black's my most favorite. Black will always be my most favorite. But, despite my love for red hair, probably would put it at number 2. I do not have a single character in Revolution in Full Color who has red hair. Technically, Switch should have red hair, but I first gave her blonde, and then I wanted to make it seem more futuristic-y, so I gave her silver, with red and blue highlights in it, but it's not red. Her brother will have blue hair. Her sister will have red hair, though, because Switch has got La Family. But they won't be seen for a long time. So it's just funny. My second favorite hair color, and I don't got a single character who has that. I don't know, maybe. I mean, I changed it or switched his hair again, but it's like, I've already got everything done, and I like how the silver looks on her. So it's like, I don't really feel like changing it. So, I hope your moms all had a nice Mother's Day. Mine did. None of us collaborated, but yet for some reason we all got our pig themed things. She's just been in a real piggy mood. My mom loves pigs. And she's always liked pigs, but she's been getting more seriously in love with pigs. If it wasn't for the fact that, you know, budget and money and all that stuff, I would not be surprised if she actually bought a pig. I like black hair on characters, and I have 2 characters that have black hair. Have one chick that's bald and twist. And the twist, she's represented. Have a chick that's bald, and the twist is she represents opacity, and she can invisible stuff. I did not understand what you meant. I think I understand it, but I already have a character whose powers are invisibility. So, no. Sorry, I just like drawing characters. Like, even short hair. Like, I do not... Misato does have short hair and does make, sense. But, for the most part, I love drawing female characters with long, beautiful hair. That's why, Kaila's hair is so long. A little too long. So I said earlier in the chat, I think only Raz was here though. I've been rewatching some of Yu-Gi-Oh! It's been a trip and a half. Me and my brother have been making so many jokes. And none of them are stream appropriate. Although I'll say that one is a Dollhouse XC character, and it's a secret form that gains black hair. Yeah. Which I had to say, even if I didn't change her hair to more this magenta color for Misato, I still wouldn't have a red-haired character because this is just a wig. It's not real. Oh wait, no. Misato's mother does have. If you guys haven't seen this, I was showing people earlier. Yeah, this post right here. This is Misato and her mom. She has red hair, but she dyes it blonde. Later on. I actually drew that picture a long time ago. I just never posted it. Until, yesterday. There we go. Just gonna have to do this all over the place. It's coming too far out of the edges. It's like a little too close to comfort. It's not supposed to come out that far over the lines. There's a mistake in this bio somewhere with the line art. No one can see it, but I can see it. And that's all that matters. I gotta go back and look for it. Opacity is the spectrum. Yeah, I know what opacity is. I'm an artist. I work at digital art. You worded it really confusing. That's all I meant. Why'd she dye blonde? I mean, I would rather be dumb than soulless, but she shouldn't be ashamed of being a ginger. Oh, no. That's true. I can make that a joke. I'm gonna make that joke. Hi, Rice. Yeah, my character, she dyes blonde because her and Misato go into hiding. So she cuts her hair and dyes blonde. So that way it will not be... She's hiding from Hollywood. She's hiding from Hollywood. I do believe that there is a ginger side in Hollywood. That's my favorite thing is people say, it's not happening! It's like, yeah, I think it is, because every single... Yeah, I figured that. Every single redheaded person be gone. It's always them. Yeah, I don't want to get into further details on that because it is spoilers to my series. And if I am going to try to attempt to make this come out, gotta keep something secret. That's just the way it be. I now be cooking. Oh, sweet mama, give me some of those eggs and bacon. I could go for some bacon. I got eggs. I just don't got no bacon. I got bacon bits, like from the bag that you get in the salad section. I might have some of those, actually. You're making me hungry. I actually, 90% of my life, do not eat breakfast. I know people say breakfast is the important meal of the day, but I do not eat it. Most of the time, I'm fine. I actually find I'm more hungrier when I do eat breakfast, but... Okay, that one does not get colored because that is just the base colors. In the same way that this one is not colored, it's just the base. It's anti-Irish discrimination. As someone who has a mom who's got red hair and who's Irish, I take great offense to that. Trying to think. 1 second, I need some more water. Right, he says, I will say that the secret form of my character, and I can't say why he has this, looks like... brain. My brain needs to refresh. I will say that my secret form of my character, and I can't say why he has this look like a male raven, barnwood, less red and more black, and wields a scythe. Oh, cool. Wait, wouldn't a male raven barnwood just be Crow from Ruby? Because, I mean, they do kind of look fairly similar. I mean, they are siblings. What they done do to Crow's character and Ironwood and Ruby, I'm just not gonna forgive it. I know some people also like wanted a whole ship was Clover, but it's just like that didn't. I'm sorry, that didn't make sense to me. Because it's just like, everything in it just seemed like he was straight and not bisexual. So it just kind of seemed like it was added in there. And then he knew him for like 5 seconds. And then he's blaming Ironwood for his death. And it's like, dude, that was all you. That was not Ironwood's fault. And then you're really torn up by it. But it's like, and you're blaming Ironwood. It's just like, no. No. Although he has more gray than black. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, I have to go pretty soon. My parents are on their way home, but I will stay for a few seconds because I want to rant about Ruby. But yeah, he has, it's just like, why did you do that? Why did you do that? It's just like, why are you blaming Ironwood for something your own stupidity did? There was a lot of that whole, we're gonna make them this way, even though everything, we're gonna make them stupid. We're gonna make them stupid for no reason, and then we'll also change their sexuality for no reason. It's just like, it was weird. And just like, it was just awful. I think if I had to say anything about, if I could have, no, I can't think of it. I was trying to think, it's like, how do I make it better? It's like, you can't really. You just gotta nuke it from the ground up. Ah, Ruby. I want the series to continue. I want to see where it goes. I I was frustrated, but I laughed so hard at Volume 9. It was fun. Yes. Let's lie to the guy that's done nothing to us and be nice and trusting towards the ones yet. Robin. She should have been mad at her because she caused the plane crash. Yeah. And it's okay if I continue Riot Ready. I do have plans to Jean Crow against the party, but it's not in a stupid way. Well, that's an easy bar. You can make it. It's like, I think I can make anything, and it would be better than what it was. And that's not a pat on my back to myself. But it's just like, you should have had some kind of consultant. Well, I think I'm done for now because, like I said, my parents are on their way home. And that's pretty much all that I've got for today. I will hopefully, Lord willing, be streaming again tomorrow, just because why not? I haven't done it for a while and I want to get back to doing it. So I think I'll be live tomorrow, and I want to say hopefully I got a speed paint coming out too soon. Revolution Full Color Chapter 1 also might be coming out, but I gotta do work on Chapter 2. So, I'm gonna do speed paints and working on Chapter 2. That's my main priority. So, until then, I shall see you... Oh, wait, let me read this first. It's very easy, because what happened in V6 just makes Ozpin's secret reveal infinitely worse, make Raven worse, and Braum Crow off his room. Oh, yeah, it does. See ya. Thank you so much, everybody, for stopping by. Until then,